Napoleon's Life Lessons.
Quotography. Elevate your thinking with quotes.
Subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon. Success is the most convincing talker in the world. It is only by prudence, wisdom, and dexterity that great ends are attained and obstacles overcome. Without these qualities, nothing succeeds. Courage isn't having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have strength. I have seen in the most significant of circumstances that some little thing always decides great events. It's the unconquerable soul of man, and not the nature of the weapon he uses, that ensures victory. The world suffers a lot, not because of the violence of bad people, but because of the silence of the good people. We are made weak both by idleness and distrust of ourselves. Unfortunate, indeed, is he who suffers from both. If he is a mere individual, he becomes nothing. If he is a king, he is lost. Enter text. One must change one's tactics every 10 years, if one wishes to maintain one's superiority. The greater the man, the less is he opinionative. He depends upon events and circumstances. There is one kind of robber whom the law does not strike at, and who steals what is most precious to men, time. There are but two powers in the world, the sword and the mind. In the long run, the sword is always beaten by the mind. Nothing is more difficult, and therefore more precious, than to be able to decide. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action comes, stop thinking and go in. The reason most people fail, instead of succeed, is they try, but they want most for what they want at the moment. The battlefield is a scene of constant chaos. The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's. We are waging war as generous enemies, and we wish only to crush the tyrants who enslave you. Power is my mistress. I have worked too hard at her conquest to allow anyone to take her away from me. A form of government that is not the result of a long sequence of shared experiences, efforts, and endeavors can never take root. I am sometimes a fox and sometimes a lion. The whole secret of government lies in knowing when to be the one or the other. Those who receive the most images into their memories have the most lively imaginations. Never depend on the multitude full of instability and whims. Always take precautions against it. When you have an enemy in your power, deprive him of the means of ever injuring you. You must not fight too often with one enemy, or you will teach him all your art of war. The poor man and the beggar are two quite different classes. One commands respect, the other arouses anger. Subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon.